By 1999, China had cemented herself as a legitimate force inside the WWF. She captured the Intercontinental Championship, a title rarely, if ever, held by a woman, and added the Women's Championship to her resume as well. She was ascending fast, and the whole industry was taking notice. But as her star continued to rise, the personal side of her life began to unravel. In 2000, everything came crashing down
I honestly was like,
when
I'll call
China
you to
discovered
talk to
that
you.
Triple H
That was
had
like,
been unfaithful.
that was that. That's what hit the
Everybody
little.
Stephanie McMahon.
I said it because that's what she
The
reminds me.
fallout was
at a street level,
devastating on every
at
level.
that time, when I was
Not
about 15.
only did her relationship collapse, but she found herself pushed out of the World Wrestling Federation entirely. Just like that,
and his statistical dominance of basketball and not see LeBron James as the best of all time. He's going to finish with all of these records. He's going to finish with championships. He's going to finish playing the game, going out completely on his terms at 41 and all of this stuff, doing stuff that Michael never did. But at the same time, Jordan's peak, he was something otherworldly. Not just his ability on the basketball court, but his cultural dominance of not just basketball, but of sport, period. It really pales in comparison to anyone else. Like, Michael Jordan was something special, something that was so special that you wonder if anyone can get to that point and that pinnacle ever again. But on a basketball level, there's no way for those guys to actually fight that out. In this particular situation, there actually is. If Jay-Z is Michael Jordan and Drake is LeBron, then hip-hop actually has a mechanism to where those guys can go bar for bar, wit for wit, sale for sale, influence for influence in the present day and establish a winner. So you have two different legacies. Drake has lasted long enough to still be at the top of his game right now. Jay-Z has endured long enough for everyone to still believe right now that he could out-rap Drake. There are people right now that believe that Jay-Z could out-rap Drake in perpetuity, that he will always be able to out-rap him. Don't matter if he's 75, 80, give him a beat, he gonna start fucking people up, right? The question is that true? With Drake and everything that he feels, if Drake believes, and I'm led by some people to believe that Drake kind of believes that there's an underlying Rock Nation agenda against him, and if he's going back and forth with Hov, the first person to go super nuclear with that and actually say, I'm fucking with you, invites this thing, and now hip-hop has a Jordan and LeBron argument.
Now, not everyone was on board with that comparison. Some people found it flat-out disrespectful, and the pushback was immediate. The argument being made was simple. Don't bring MJ into this conversation. If you're going to reach for a comparison, that old guy is more Magic Johnson than Michael Jordan.
I don't know. I know 50 was the one. 50 come up after 50 was the one. Tupac was the one. Biggie was the one. You understand? Everybody's was one. He was never the bitch. You understand? Look when you...
But Jay-Z been around since Tupac. Look. Jay-Z been around since Tupac, Biggie, 50 Cent, Kanye. Who else? Drake, Lil Wayne.
He been around before all of them, but somehow nobody never claimed me as the one. Look when you...
Is he in anybody top 5? Have you ever...
No, but what happened? But everybody saying he good, longevity, but he was never the one though. But what...
And that's all I needed to know.
But why he was never the one?
Because there's other niggas that's better.
Damn it, Alea, this hard.
And at this point, it seems like Jay-Z's afro is generating just as much conversation as the actual lyrics, if not more. The look has taken on a life of its own in the discourse.
Breath and chew Big Red, it's just cinnamon doodle. Nobody wants to smell that. I hope this is not still chewing Big Red with bad breath on that mic, because that mic must have been stinking.
Hey, bro, come on now, dawg.
And then he dressed up like a mic. This is not the version, Jay, please. We make Jay great again. That's the new slogan. Make him great again. I don't want to see this happen. Yo, you gotta admit, when you saw the hair, you was laughing, bro. You knew this was gonna be funny. But who told him? But hold on, who you think told? I want to know who told him to do that and like how they put the wig on. How do you think they did that? Like, don't you think they would have videotaped him cutting it off and it'll be on the video? Dun, dun, dun. It's no more Dookie. What do you call him? Dookie Wick J. That new name is Dookie Wick. Boss. Yo, I don't know how these niggas wasn't cutting this nigga up with them Dookie Wicks.
But Dame Dash wasn't done, as he took it up a notch
I would prefer the version of Jay that would have said something more clever. And that's not the version of Jay that I would have ever signed. And I felt bad because I was like, it must be embarrassing for him to now have to be on that stage, not the same version of himself, and still have to work at that age because he has to. So that was the brother in me, like, damn, I know that because I know him. That when we were younger, when he was this age, he hated talking to people and doing all, he was retiring since Reasonable Doubt. For him to have to come outside 20 years later, I just felt kind of like embarrassed for him a little bit because we all know him. And then the funny me, I couldn't even hear the lyrics because the hairstyle was crazy. And I was like, why would they let him come outside like that? Like, because to me, it's like, that shit is funny, and there should be jokes for that hairstyle. And if like everyone around him that loves him didn't laugh and be like, yo, what are you doing? And I'm like, why would he do that? Like, we want to see, and I'm gonna tell, because I still care about JJ. When you do Yankee Stadium, I need you to get a Caesar. I need you to put the Yankee hat on and do the thing to the side. That's what we want to see. We want to see chuckers. We want to see some jewelry. We don't want to see this version of you. I know I don't. That version of The Rock was painful and hard to look at. Pause. So almost like we don't have direct conversation, but I do feel like if I'm not around, he's not relevant. I feel like that's the reason why they have to bring my name up all the time. I thought that rap was it was bad. It was terrible. Even the way he projects, because again, I'm critiquing him from where he was and where he is. And then I'm like, damn, like, why are you trying to make people look like at the outline of you and not directly at you? Why do they keep putting you in these funny hairstyles? And what version of this would have sold if Jay would have came out in that stupid ass hairstyle with them dull clothes, with nothing shiny in in 2096 when we were coming out, would that have been the one that you would have been a fan of? And then he's getting at Drake. And I don't think Drake can beat Kendrick, but I know Drake can beat Jay.
So, as you just heard, Dame Dash's position is clear. In his view, Drake could never beat Kendrick Lamar, but Drake does beat Jay-Z. That's the take he's standing on. Now, on one side of the reaction, a lot of people think Dame is projecting with the comments about bad breath. The internet wasn't letting that one slide, pointing out that there's really only one person in this conversation with questionable dental work, and it wasn't the camel. The laughing emojis were out in full force. But setting the jokes aside, what about the actual argument? Does Drake beat Jay-Z, even after losing to Kendrick? Is Dame onto something with that take? Or is this just the latest chapter in his long-running history of going at Hove? And the hair situation continues to be a talking point all on its own. Drop your thoughts in the comments.
On Jay-Z, and the hair thing continues to be an issue.
I'm about to crash out. Jay-Z done took out his fake plaits, his fake dreads, his Basquiat, whatever the hell, his horrible, he took out them elephant and combed out his fro, brought Beanie Siegel up on stage. My God, is Rockefeller coming back? No, it's not. This is his last ditch effort before he goes down. Entertainment purposes only. Homed out whatever the fuck he had stuck up on his head. So that wasn't even his. Let me find out Jay-Z had on a wig. I know he had on a wig. He had on a Basquiat wig. Because you can't comb that out, what he supposedly had in his hair. There's no comb out for that. You got to cut that off. He should be out there he should be dead president's Jay-Z right now with a baldy up on that stage. Because you can't just comb that out. Who you fool? He took his wig off. Anyway, he done took his wig off, brought Beanie Siegel ass up there, and Memphis Bleak. No beef. I'm not doing that signing. Y'all want to say, is Rockefeller making a return? Is Rockefeller coming back? Ask Kanye. Is Rockefeller coming back? There's Dame. Ask Dame. Is Rockefeller coming back? There's no Rockefeller without Dame Dash, right? Come on, can we not pretend? Definitely trying to point you in another direction. He wants y'all to love him again. We don't love y'all. Jay-Z, we see you. You can't go back. I don't care that you took your wig off. I don't care that you brought them to. I don't care if you mended your beef with Beanie. That shit is irrelevant. You ain't fooling nobody and you can't go back. You was on the list. Listen, allegedly. And yes, R. Kelly's alone in there. He should be there, but he shouldn't be alone. And yes, y'all gonna look around in a minute and you're gonna see Diddy Bop because he about to be free. He about to come out soon. It's been a minute. Do not be fooled by.
And according to reports from Mall, the hair was apparently the very first thing Drake reacted to as well, which is pretty telling. Just like Dame Bash, Oskino,
CEO
and a
Country
wave of
Club,
others
Florida.
across social media,
Mrs.
that was the
Yeah.
immediate takeaway.
So,
Before the bars,
I
before
said
the
it 'cause
target,
that's what she reminds
before
me
any
of,
of the
but-
lyrical
Oh, yeah,
breakdowns.
got you.
It
That's
was
her
the
right.
Drake is the one that told me about this freestyle because I was watching the Spurs game. Like I wasn't online.
Game 7.
I wasn't online. It was Game 7 was on. You know, the Knicks is waiting. I'm trying to see who the Knicks gonna get. Like so, I'm not even paying attention to my phone, nothing. So I think it was halftime or something. So I look at my phone and I see text from Drake, and I'm just reading it, and I'm like, okay, so he did, which we all said was probably gonna happen. Won't get into what our conversation was from there.
He said, "Nigga, get your uncle."
No, he didn't say that.
That's so crazy. He's talking to Drake during this. I'm next to Biggs on the riser. I chose the side.
Oh,
no, but
I'm with Biggs.
But the whole thing,
Biggs is on the riser with us.
I don't know what's happening. So everything that we talking about, I don't even know what was said. So he was picking out certain things that he said. The one thing that Drake said was like, "Yo, but." What's up with the hair? Like that was what everybody saw. Now, mind you, I haven't seen a picture.
They're gonna kill Drake for that because they. Never mind.
No, but the what's up with the hair is what everybody was saying. Like everybody was shocked at Jay's. We've never seen Jay with an afro.
That is a fact.
And the last time we saw him, he had wicks down in the middle of his back. So it was kind of like, is that a wig? Is he cosplaying right now? Is this some NWA? Is he on his Eazy-E?
In Drake's defense.
Not saying that's what Drake said, but that's what the internet was saying. Like, yo, like nobody understood the hair at first. Just got into the lyrics and the bars after they got past.
And in the middle of all this, Drake is now being labeled anti-black by some of his critics on social media over his reaction to Jay-Z's hair, which, when you step back and look at the full picture, is a pretty hard argument to make, considering the reaction to that afro has been virtually universal. Drake was far from alone in noticing it. The response has been almost identical across the board, regardless of who's giving it. That said, Ebro has come out swinging at Drake specifically, slamming him for even having the nerve to comment on another man.
Who you Bro, you just had colored barrettes in your hair, B. You know what I'm saying? That was just a second ago.
But yes, I'm like, come on, man, you're the last person to be talking about somebody's hair. Like,
stop it.
Let's go.
Drake, stop talking about other people's hair, B. Stop it. But he was paying attention. And it's game on. I like game on. I like the way this summer is shaping up. Y'all thought this hip hop thing was gonna get dull. And look, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I thought Drake had the whole road to himself this summer.
Surprise!
Yo, I thought he had the whole road to himself.
Surprise! It's gonna be.
I thought he was just gonna roll out. It didn't work out like that. Hov had something to say. And then Hov is going to be at the Yankee Stadium in a couple of weeks.
And it is some damage control right now on the way over the claims that Jay-Z took off his wig as Breakfast Club co-host was out here interviewing Jay's stylist to dispel the narrative of Jay taking off the wig.
I have a lot of questions, girl. They're like, were the locks even real? Because how does this work?
Very much real. And it's not a lace front, so cut it out. No wigs. All his hair.
It's crazy that you have to let people know that Jay-Z would not put on a lace front.
I mean, come on. It was like a process of 8 years that he's been growing his hair. And yeah, it was a collab with this lady. Her name is Marie. Her Instagram name is Houston Locks, I think. And it took a day. It was like 6 days to take out all of his locks.
How are you combing it out? Or like, what is the process to actually do that?
She had used the Sacred conditioner combination with the detangler spray.
I guess for people who don't know and who don't have locks, it's like we're trying to understand because you spend so much time growing them and they mat together, right?
So it mats together. So it's like a combination. You have to remember your hair, natural hair intertwines with one another when you leave it alone. It's just what it does. And in the process of that, of like years of just...
And is this true? The fact that you are even addressing this proves it was a lace front. Be quiet. And while some comedians are doing their thing,
now his luck is gone. He call himself Iceman, cause he ain't hot, he ain't cold. Your music is the same. It's another new episode. The man say he crazy. Talk crazy to me. You don't talk about my kids, me, or my wife, B. Jay's back again. They better not talk trash, cause I know many men. Yeah, I don't say names. I say subliminal, cause you know Jay, it's like MJ, smooth criminal. I'm back on attack. The game is mine. I got your money, and I stay in your minds.
Preach. Tell him.
Get him. I'm my own boss. I don't even want to rap. I just went on to do this again.
But jokes aside, for many other users on social media,
grown
the
up now,
Jay-Z
she
thing
doesn't
is
take
quite
sippy
serious
cups.
for
Motion
them.
to dismiss
Some
the
even
case
brought in
against him.
spirituality.
The motion
into
to
it,
expedite
like this
the
one.
And I saw that whack ass verse, and y'all want to sit here and act as if that was something that was so profound. It was embarrassing for someone who was always considered to be such a freestyle king and always thought off the top and didn't never need to write anything down. But damn it, you need to start again, because maybe since you've been sitting back so long, committing crimes behind the scenes, fucking up people's careers, doing your little witchcraft, you and your wife, you should have been learning how to continuously exercise that pen. Should have continued to learn how to do those lyrical exercises that you talked about so much on the blueprint. The fact of the matter is that, can y'all just admit to this man that the glamour spell has worn off? People are really starting to see who you are and how you have done so much damage behind the scenes, how you are a professional throw rocks and hide your hand ass dude. Or maybe it's the fact that you just never really was that dude. The production and the fact that you was able to actually steal styles and verses from other artists. We overlooked it for a long damn time. See, people like myself and other realists and other people who can see through the bullshit, we know what a damn warlock looks like. We see how everybody that has been around this guy is no different than Diddy. These are older men that like to extract the energy, the youthfulness, and the talent from the artists that they claim that they are representing or that they work with. Everybody that has dealt with this man, look at their careers right now. Look at their lives. Benny Siegel lost his whole fucking voice. He lost his voice. Anna don't even make music no more. Anna is a billionaire baby mama. She don't even make music no more. I don't think she'll ever make music again. Kanye had to change his whole name. Married a witch. It almost took him out. It almost took him out of the game. See, he know who God is, and he always elevates the creator in everything that he does. That's what's been saving Kanye West. And on top of the fact that he's a self-made man, he could create billions with his hands. That man ain't never been able to do that. He always had a team of other motherfuckers. He always had a team of other people that was feeding him ideas. He's the face of it. That man been shitty at Nicki Minaj because, for one, he killed everybody on the damn Monsters track. Let's be honest. And two, she was able to do something that no other artist was able to do, which was expose the industry while still being in the industry, while still being alive and here to see it. I don't never call out the people who's supposed to be called out on they shit. This man should have been canceled a long time ago. In fact, his prison cell should be right next to Diddy's. Matter of fact, it should be right next to R. Kelly, because the shit that's been going on when it comes to the young girls, that's been going on way before we found out about Diddy. Okay? Foxy Brown, hello? Illegitimate child's mother, how old she was, hello? I'm not mentioning no names because, like I said, I ain't got time for no cease and desist letters, okay? I should know who I'm talking about. Jig is up, Jigga. It's time for you to figure out something else. Maybe devote your life to God at this point. Devote your life to Christ. You might need to get saved, sir. And all of y'all that went to that concert should be ashamed of yourself, because not only are you supporting a criminal, but you participated in the ritual. You may need to do a spiritual bath and also get saved your damn self. You're dealing with witches and warlocks, so y'all need to wake up to that shit.